was a great weekend for the now 8th-ranked Ohio State women's basketball team. The Buckeyes rallied from a 15-point halftime deficit to be 8th-ranked at the time, Maryland, last Thursday. Freshman Jaloni Cambridge led the way with 20 points and 8 boards. Then on Sunday, Ohio State held off Nebraska for a hard-fought road victory. The Buckeyes improved to 19-1 and 8-1 in Big Ten play. For more insight on the Buckeyes, we now welcome in guard Jaloni Cambridge for today's big interview. Jaloni, you said you're awake today, so that's good news. How's it going?
It's going good. I'm just happy to be here.
Awesome. Well, we are happy to have you. I want to start with the team's recent form. First of all, just about a week and a half ago, you suffer your first loss of the season at Penn State. You come back and respond with a top 10 win and then a road victory. What were some of the conversations like amongst the team, and how did you see your teammates deal with that adversity following a loss?
Yeah, I mean, that was just a wake-up call for us. We didn't play our best game, and, just coming together, we just tried to be our best, considering that we've had a tough matchup coming up versus Maryland. And in that game, it just really showed how we just stuck well together and how we can come back after fighting adversity.
You brought up the Maryland game. Your team trailed by 15 at the half. You had an excellent performance, leading your team with 20 points, 8 boards. As a freshman, what gives you the confidence to go in and attack the way that you do?
Just my preparation before I got here, coming in and being that freshman guard that's trying to set the standard, trying to set a tone for, people out there and just my team in general. Just my preparation with my team, my coaches this summer, the work is just paying off.
Absolutely. Well, it is very apparent in your play. Your team is known for the defensive pressure that you apply. You press for 40 straight minutes and beyond when games go to overtime. What's a day like in practice, and what do you work on to develop that type of defensive excellence?
I mean, I don't want to tell you everything. I don't want to give out anything. But,
not all the secrets, but just a little bit, maybe. A little peek.
Yeah. I mean, it's just we really get right into it. We don't waste any time when we come into practice. We get right into it. We start with defense all the time. Defense is our main priority, because we're trying to press. But it's just a lot of running, and it's not bad. Like, running is fun. It really is when you put basketball with it, and we just play so much to just help us prepare for our games.
It is incredible the way your team runs the floor from end to end. You get the defensive stops, you get out in transition. I got a question for you. What's a phrase you can say in your sleep, because head coach Kevin McGuff says it so often?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what to say. It's just get after it, honestly.
Get after it? Okay, that's his motivation. Are there any defensive principles that your team really lives by, maybe, that he hammers home?
Just hustle, really what it is, hustle and grit, determination just to get the ball back.
Absolutely. Well, your team has shown that for sure. In your post-game interview after the Maryland win, you talked about how much this team is truly a family. You said your teammates are your sisters. Why is it that there's such a special environment in this Ohio State program?
I mean, when you come onto the court, you don't want to be on the court that people that you don't consider yourself seeing after college or seeing in general. You want to come in here with a family environment, people that are like-minded, people that want to be here, people that are going to want to challenge you. We have meetings sometimes after practices where we come in and we talk about, even if we win a game, if we lose a game, we come and talk about how we can prepare each other, how we can hold each other accountable, so that when we come and we face adversity, we can all stick together and come out on top.
Well, in addition to your teammates being like family and like sisters, you have an actual sister on the roster in Kennedy. You guys were electric in that Maryland game, and you talked a little bit afterwards about what that connection is like. Just curious, how much did you two hoop together growing up, and then how much was it a factor, the fact that she went to Ohio State, for you to decide to join this program?
Yeah. Well, there's seven of us in our family of siblings, and, right out the womb, we just really started playing basketball. So we've been playing ever since we were little girls, played against each other sometimes in elementary school, played against each other in middle school, played with each other in high school, just so much that, the chemistry, it just got even better once we got to college. And once she, got that offer to come here, I was like, man, this is going to be really hard. But, just her being here just made everything more better.
Why Ohio State outside of your sister going there?
I mean, if you look at how we play, I don't think, the way the style that I play, I don't know if that would have fit anywhere else, considering, all the other people that are on this team. But I play so fast. Why wouldn't you want to come to a school that plays fast?
Well, you got a couple of big contests coming up in about a week and a half. You head to LA to face two of the top teams in the country. What is the mindset of this team going into that road trip, and what gives you the confidence to believe that you can go to LA and get a couple of wins?
Yeah. I mean, no matter what team we play, we always want to stick together and come out on top, regardless if that's, us making shots, us getting that defensive stop. We just want to stick together and come out on top.
Well, you also face Washington on Sunday right here on the Big Ten Network. Final one for you. What's one thing that you're working on in your game right now?
I'm just trying to be more consistent in my game, trying to be that three-level scorer, trying to be that point guard that everyone wants to play with. That's really what it is.
Well, we appreciate the time, Jaloni. Best of luck in the upcoming weekend, and again with that road trip.
Thank you.
Congratulations on what's been a great season so far, but still a lot yet to come.
Thank you.
The Ohio State Buckeyes having a fantastic season. UCLA here as we take a look at the latest AP Top 25 poll. The only unbeaten team in the country stays at the top. Ohio State, though, up 4 spots from 12th to 8th after those big wins this past weekend. Maryland fell to the Buckeyes, so they're now down to 14th. They were previously 8th, but they have been dealing with the absence of Cheyenne Sellers, the team's second leading scorer. A lot to look forward to. Michigan State also jumping up to 16th. They earned a huge win over the Michigan Wolverines. A lot of great women's hoops to come here in the coming weeks. Speaking of the Buckeyes, the storybook ending comes to a close for the Ohio State football team as they are your college football national champions. The school's national championship celebration took place on Sunday at Ohio Stadium. We got to hear from coaches, players, and more as they looked back on the journey to the top. Here are some of the best moments from that celebration.
The story is not just the fact that we're hoisting these trophies. That's the what. The power is the how and the why it happened. It's the fight and resiliency that defines us. This team is now legendary in Buckeye lore. Congratulations, young men. And no matter where you are over the next year across the globe, when you hear someone say, OH, you say, and you better know that the best damn team in the land resides right here in Columbus, and the national championship trophy is back where it belongs in the great state of Ohio. In the fourth quarter of a tie game, Will Howard converted on 4th and 2, only to get tackled by the 20-yard line on his way into the end zone.
On that play, obviously, I knew that we were going to score, and I wanted to take some time off for the defense. That's what I was doing. I was thinking ahead, and I'm just so blessed that I got to share this with all of you, all my brothers out here, my coaches, my family out here in the stands, and my family, that is all of you, Buckeye Nation and the state of Ohio. I love you guys, man, and I'm a Buckeye forever. Go Bucks.
We have some other football news to get to that relates to the Bucks. Penn State has officially named Jim Knowles as the program's next defensive coordinator. Knowles spent the last 3 seasons as the DC at Ohio State, leading the best defense in the country by most measures to a national championship. Knowles is a Philadelphia native, so some local ties. He replaces former DC Tom Allen, who left for the same role at Clemson.